What's going on, everybody? My name is Kevin. Welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
We are going forward with the mission, or the story, and trying to uncover the, well, not trying to uncover, but like, trying to learn more spells, stuff of that nature. Now, where is, cable. This will probably be my most excited part of the game, is making potions and stuff.
Smell. Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlic. How wonderful it is to see you again,
Professor
Lenora, dear.
Garlic.
Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root.
Oh god.
Accio.
Oh god. Not the screaming
Let's
baby
see if we
root.
can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
What is that? We don't have the earmuffs
Now,
like in the
everyone,
movie?
grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Yeah. I got an adult.
Quickly, place your mandrake in the new pot and pack down the soil.
Shut up. What is the point of that? Oh, duh.
The soil
When they get too
should
big,
envelop
you need
the
to-
root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo!
I wonder how
I'm
many
very
times I gotta
sorry
do
about
that.
that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
She reminds me of one of my teachers.
Now, for our next task, we'll be planting
Always with a
dittany to
smile
our
and like
plotting
will
tables.
shoot you down with
you
a
can all
smile.
Get started. I need to have a brief.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Yeah, except they try to scream at you.
I'll say. Nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected.
Fatal?
Now, as I mentioned,
I
next
knew
we'll
you'd
be
probably go
planting
deaf, but
dittany.
not like
Let us find
kill
you
you.
some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Pick them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting
Nice pun.
table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle
Also,
arrangement. Niffler's fancy.
Since you said
Although
fatal,
Dittany's restorative properties
That'll-
make
that'll
it
be
a
a,
vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
that'd be a cool thing to wear, or a weird thing. Someone just carry around a pot as a weapon and have a mandrake. Every time they come across someone, they put stuff in their ears and they just pull the stun gun out. It'd be funny. 10 minutes. 10 in-game minutes, really?
Well
Or
done!
real-time minutes?
Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Hold tab.
Look at that.
God!
Anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes
Can
out.
I pick it up?
Did save her the
I can't
demoting,
pick it up anymore.
But they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I was imagining
Trust
it
me,
already.
Leander. I was imagining it the entire time.
You were? I mean, of course, you're, not someone to be trifled with. I see that. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we, probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
You just sound so nervous, man. Brighten up a little bit. I'm already loving this game. I'm already addicted to the
That
game.
helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves. I shall end our lesson
6
here.
minutes.
Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrake.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Another nice pun. Plants offer so much.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager
really
to learn
am.
more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Yeah, she reminds me of one of my algebra teachers. Shoot you down with a
Mandrakes
smile.
are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
Okay, so I gotta find enemies for this one. Successfully avoid enemy attacks by dodge rolling. Okay. So, meet Natty in the lower Hogfields. Got you. I gotta run there? Really? Well, looks like we're doing the potion class, which I am very intrigued to do. Hogwarts map. Let's do this one. I wouldn't mind
Yes,
running around
I
just to
bet he knows
just to
more than he's
see
letting on about the Goblin
the
Rebellion.
beauty of this game.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
This is gonna be cool. Mortal and pestle.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
That's a big spoon.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Nice.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
What do you want to know?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait
You're
until you see what I'm
lying.
brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
It sounds like it's
A well-prepared ritual is always...
it's a giant thing on his desk. How could he not miss it? Dip-a-dip-a-deep-up-up. Yeah. Okay. Fwooper feather. Oh, that thing of what didn't get on the Wiggenweld potion. Okay.
Revelio.
Revelio.
Your potion station's organized and free of clutter.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
It was
Brilliant!
that pink float.
Thank you.
Feather, never mind.
This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it?
I'm probably gonna spend
Wrong
a lot of
answer could
time in
result
here.
in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Huh. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, things cost time. Like everything, it just costs time. Yield is one bottle. Imagine as you get further into the potion making or the bigger potion stations, you can make more yield. Or more bottles, per se. With less time, maybe? Or it might be the same time, you never know. These might be just the only, okay.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it! Not again.
Oh! Dragon dung! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
My Wiggenweld potion.
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did...
I brewed an Adurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Okay.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is
So I can
dismissed.
just come to this any day, anytime. Good to know. Level 10, man, we're leveling up super fast. Okay. I'll see y'all there. If I run into anything, I'll let you know.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
They wanted something I found. Didn't tell everybody, but I'm gonna tell her.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
What does that mean?
I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us, which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Nice.
Be on your guard.
All right.
What's going on here?
Oh, cool.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer
I've
any
heard that
questions you have
voice.
about the town.
What do you have for sale?
I sell only potions and their ingredients. If you can't fix it with a potion, then it's best left broken, I say. My ingredients are all local to this area, and my potions are brewed to keep
I've
you
heard that
healthy
voice
and
before.
safe.
Can you tell me a bit about yourself?
Oh, let's see. Well, I am Lower Hogsfield's preeminent potioneer. But I was once a lowly Hogwarts student like you. In fact, I'll give you the Hogwarts discount. It's the standard price. My prices are low enough already, you see.
Any whispers going about the town?
You may have noticed we have a bit of a rivalry with Upper Hogsfield. Not much to it, but we're still the better of the two Hogsfields. Better than most other places, too.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today?
Lace wing flies, duplicate wings. Duplicate wings used in focus potion. They are commonly found in them. Huh. What kind of sell do you? Sell these.
I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you. I hope to see you again sometime.
Hey, help the stranger.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a dox's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Let me know.
I refuse to be treated! Look what you've done! You pay...
Stupefy.
Whoa!
I'm trying to get done with my quest.
What is it?
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Let's see how many I gotta do. Okay, the collection section of the field guide will update new enemy types, learn and evaluate insights of enemies and their weakness to certain spells.
Perhaps some nice...
Right, let's see quest. I can successfully avoid enemy attacks by dodging, cast incendio on enemies 5 times. Gotcha. So we'll just dodge.
We can hold them off.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You take this student over my dead body! Head in the clouds, this one! Presumption! You're a bit dodgy with your skills, aren't you, sweetheart? Child!
Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
Potato! Presumption! Is that the...
You made a grave mistake. Not that!
Levioso! Accio! Incendio!
Nice.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner. And so close to
How many did I do? I gotta do one more dodge and 3 more fire incendios.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swirl, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted
Like a fire pot.
territory.
Incendio.
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Nice.
And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Professor, I wondered, did you attend Hogwarts?
I did. I am a proud member of Ravenclaw House.
Hey!
Like you. Why do you ask?
I was curious as to how Hogwarts has changed over the years.
I see. Well, the castle itself, as I'm sure you have surmised, is full of surprises. I dare say more than the staircases change around here. As for the students, well, they seem to get more capable every year. Although, we got up to just as much mischief in my day as you seem to now. I used to look the other way at all sorts of roguery when I was head girl. I can tell you, however, that I did once admonish a certain Phineas Nigellus Black for enjoying a sugar quill during a lecture.
I hadn't realized that you and Professor Black were, students here together.
Appearances can be deceiving. You see, I was once wounded by time itself.
Time itself? I never would have imagined such a thing.
Ah, well, it was the risk I took with my prior position. You may or may not have heard that I was an unspeakable at the Ministry for years.
An unspeakable? What does...
As you might suspect, I cannot speak about what we did. Suffice it to say, the job was not without its hazards. Now, I hope I've satisfied your curiosity for the moment.
You have. Thank you for speaking with me, Professor.
Keep up with your wand work. One must always be prepared for mischief, both inside and outside of the castle.
Nice. Attend the dark, in defense of the dark art class during the day. I thought I just waited. F, advance to the time of the day to night, or night to day. Here we go. Heck yeah. Potato.
I hope you were able to take care of them.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand.
Almost messed that one up. Expelliarmus. I wonder if I could change
The dummy is here
spells.
if you wish to stay in practice.
I wish I could change spells like on the fly. Let's do it with this one. Move this one here, and then do this one here.
Expelliarmus!
You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day.
Incendio! Accio! Expelliarmus!
Still at it, I see.
Accio! Levioso! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
Nice. Hey, bud.
Good of you to come. My friend, Professor Fig, speaks highly of you and your resourcefulness. He was vague as to details, but mentioned your having tracked down a difficult-to-find book. I wondered if you'd be willing to do a little detective work on my behalf.
Sure.
Of course, Mr. Ollivander. Sounds most up my street.
Wonderful. You see, about a century ago, an heirloom applewood wand with a fairy wing core went missing from this very shop. My great-aunt suspected a student named Richard Jackdaw. He'd been serving as an assistant here and suddenly vanished.
Richard Jackdaw?
Like the bird. In fact, he was known to frequent the Hogwarts Owlery. We searched there, of course, but found no wand. We did find a series of statues similar to Jackdaw's. I'm certain they're a clue, but I cannot figure out where they lead. Jackdaw was last heard tittering about some pages with a map he'd stolen from Peeves. As you can imagine, the poltergeist was less than helpful.
Why would the thief have taken the wand?
I must admit I have no idea. From what I can gather, he fancied himself an adventurer of sorts. Always looking for trouble. In fact, after he went missing, rumor had it his ghost was seen in Hogsmeade. Never heard much about him after that, but it seems as if his adventurous spirit may have got the better of him. Perhaps he thought that the wand had some special power simply because of its esteemed lineage. Astonishing how misunderstood the art of wand-making is.
Is there anything special about the wand?
Oh yes, it's terribly special. But not in the way you might think. It won't grant special powers to the caster, no. Nothing like that. But it will ease the hearts and minds of the Ollivanders to know of its return. And that power is immeasurable.
Surely you could continue searching the Owlery.
Oh, one would think. However, the headmaster does not take kindly to an old wand-maker loitering about the place. Can't say I blame him. Also, I have perhaps been looking for too long. I feel a fresh set of eyes, and a bright mind like yours is sure to solve this riddle.
I'll have a look for you. You've certainly given me plenty to go on.
Ah, you've brought hope to this old wand-maker's heart. Professor Fig was right. You are a remarkable student.
Alright. So we're gonna be doing a little detective work. But first, we need to look around Hogsmeade. For one, visiting Ware to see if he has anything new.
The statues Mr. Ollivander mentioned must be upstairs amongst the owls. Don't mind me, owls. I'm just here to help a friend. Now, where are those statues? Ah, here's a welcome surprise. I recognize those handles. The summoning charm should do the trick. Accio! No. Empty perches. Could be the right size for jackdaws. Or statues of jackdaws. I'd best keep looking. Birds aren't afraid of heights. Perhaps I should look a bit higher. Expelliarmus! Levioso! Accio! No statues here. Nothing. I'll take that. Thank you. I'd best keep looking. This'll do nicely. No statues here.
Yes.
A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now. Accio! Nothing. Here's a welcome surprise. I'd best keep looking. Accio! No statues here. Accio! I'll take that, thank you. Revelio! What's happening?
The ghost? Oh.
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Good news. If you've got something to hide, you found the perfect spot. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. So Mr. Ollivander was right. He wants his family wand back.
Goodness, I'd forgotten about that wand. I assure you I don't have it on me. I'm almost certain I dropped it the moment I was beheaded in that cave. Oh, it was sheer folly to follow that map.
What map?
Ridiculous, really. Found it on some yellowed old pages Peeves had pilfered. Thought I could impress a girl. But that's a story for another day.
So, you stole a wand and then followed a map on some pages that you took from Peeves and followed that map to your doom.
Odd to hear it all reduced to such absurdity, but yes. Why do you care about some old wand?
I don't really. Ollivander does. It's the pages I'm after. Might they be with the wand in the cave?
Indeed. Say, here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest? I'd be happy to show you where to find them.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves, a poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He's got a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's likely to cause the most chaos. I doubt he even noticed they were gone.
Why would you steal Mr. Ollivander's family wand?
The family were always going on about how special it was, so I took it. Who could resist? Sadly, it wasn't special enough to save my neck. I fully intended to return it once I learned it was only special for sentimental reasons, but as you can see, I never got the chance.
I think I can guess how you died, but who did it to you?
I was having a look about when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze, after which I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do visit the cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
If that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you there.
If you don't mind the sight of my decapitated skeleton, the wand and the pages are yours for the taking.
Oh, okay. Well guys, sadly I am all out of time for this video. Hope you enjoyed. We have completed the potion class, my most anticipated part of the game. I am not disappointed with it, but I just really hope there's more potions to it instead of just the 6 I think there was. But I can't be too disappointed. I love this game so far. It is so much fun, and the RPG aspect of it is so much cool too. The ability to actually combo spells like that is so cool too. But that's gonna be it, guys. I hope you enjoy. Click the link in the description for more videos that I've done. With that being said, I'll see you later.